Uh, all right, just talking with OC. I'm your host, OC. We back on this Friday evening. I got my man Big AC finna roll up on in this thing. There you go. He rolled up in this thing. What's
And
going on?
what's happening, man? Y'all don't want that smoke. What's up with it? Friday night podcast right now.
Yeah.
You know we doing this thing. What's up with it, man? It's your main man, Big AC the one, and I'm we up in this thing. We up in this thing. It's been a long week, man. It's been a long week. A lot of hard work.
Long week.
Yeah.
A lot of buffoonery to get around this week.
Hey, you know what? I got to say that's probably just as much a part of the hard work that I had to deal with as the hard work. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, man. All I can say is this, man. People, when you provide when you paying for a service or you hire somebody to do something,
Yeah.
be transparent about what your expectations are.
Be transparent about what your expectations are.
I mean, straight up, because I'm gonna say the number one roadblock that I see if I'm working for somebody either or working for myself, but you're still working for somebody, to get the job done. And I'm going to say that when they're not completely transparent about what they really want, then they find reasons to nitpick at the end. Once, basically, once I done fulfilled what they asked me for,
Yeah.
right? And so, yeah, you just got to come out and say it. You can't pop it on somebody at the last second. Oh, and yeah, I was kind of expecting you to hook me up too, and
Yeah, yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah. I was kind of expecting you to hook me up. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah. It's like, man, let that be said in the beginning, because my thing is this. When I deal with my folks, I expected some kind of a hookup, right? Because we all
Yeah,
do. But at the
yeah,
same time, too, if I got it like that, I don't even ask for the hookup. I just pay,
yeah,
regardless, because this is my folks, and I want them to be all right too. You feel me? And
yeah,
the only reason for giving me the hookup is because I I can't afford to not get the deal. But if I can afford to not get the deal, man, I usually just tear it off with my folks, especially because I want to make sure that they stay doing their thing.
absolutely, absolutely. But the whole thing about it is, I'm gonna be transparent from the gate. What
No
I'm
doubt.
looking for, how I'm looking for it, what we got going on, and all that
Yeah.
type of stuff.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because if it's said in the beginning, we don't have to jostle around nothing.
Man, and do the whole two step and the toe up tango
Yeah,
because motherfuckers got hidden agendas and ulterior
yeah,
motives, as they like to say.
yeah.
Man, and it's like, yo, just say what you're looking for, man.
Say
Let
what
motherfuckers
you
know what
looking
you
for.
want. Why tell somebody, man, it'd be nice if you did a verse for me, and then you go do the verse, and they're like, man, I really was thinking though a hook too, right? Well, damn, bro, I didn't come with time for all that, right? And I ain't gonna come up here and rush and just put some bullshit down to get up out of here because I got somewhere to go.
Yeah, no,
So,
we ain't doing that.
right. So the dope thing would have been to say, bro, can you come do a verse and a hook? So I come in with an extra hour or two, maybe. So
Yeah,
we can really lock that shit in. And then when
uh,
we get back together, we got something.
we
You know,
got something. Yeah, no,
man,
that's real.
when you rushing, people can hear that shit because the main thing I've been told about my music, and it's music in general that's getting heard and doing. They like, bro, it's a vibe. Like I can feel that vibe. I can tell you in there feeling good. You own one. You doing your thing. And like what I realized is instead of trying to make music that I think people are gonna like, I just
Mm.
make music that I feel good when I'm making it. It sounds good when I'm listening back and I'm feeling. That's one. Go ahead,
Yeah,
run that out there because man, I'm not in a bubble by myself where I'm the only person that likes the music I like. Like, yeah, man, a lot of people like the same shit I like. I'm sure, and that's how shit gets built up. So
yeah,
yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's like, man, yeah, folks, just be gone with the buffoonery and the tomfoolery, man. Because I'm just gonna tell you, like, there ain't nothing worse than somebody dropping dropping a stink bomb on you in the 11th hour when
yeah,
man. man, we could have figured this thing out. Now we trying to come up with a Hail Mary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No, I'm all with you on that.
yeah,
Because that's the only way you get good business done,
no doubt.
and everybody stay in that good zone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
you know, that's a good transition to what I'll be wanting to talk about today too, because
Okay,
um, when you're doing a job for somebody,
right,
and they want to put all kind of jobs on you other than what you supposed to be doing, or
right,
they act like that you don't understand what's going on, or they alienate you in some way, or they treat you uh
right.
crazy. You have recourse. You know what I'm saying? And the job that I'm doing, I had no immediate supervisor to go talk to, and
Okay,
because she's supposed to be out sick,
yeah.
and it's been like this for 6 months,
Oh yeah,
and so when I start accruing or having feelings about certain things that's going on, who do I
yeah,
talk to?
yeah. No doubt.
So I rolled up into the HR office and talked to that lady. That lady, she didn't act like she didn't know nothing, and
Right,
she referred me back to the supervisor. So I said, okay, I'll give it I'll give it another week to see if it's straightened out.
right.
And then they something happened at the job, and then they called me in to talk to me, and I
Right,
was like, man, I didn't do what you said I'm doing. What I did, and
right,
so they tried to write me up, and I was like, okay, look, I'm not signing that
man. And you got that right.
because it's not fair,
Right.
and the lady gonna say, well, I'm gonna just let I'm gonna let somebody else talk to you. What you mean that still ain't gonna get done?
Right.
What you mean? I stand on business.
Exactly.
I stand on business, and then they get to acting like I never downplay a job. I never say I don't need it.
Right.
What I'm saying is that I don't need the problems.
No. No.
The money. Sure, the money. That's why I'm working there because I want the
Right.
money, but I
Right.
don't need the problems.
Bruh,
So
not no way, no how. And I'm gonna tell you like this: life is complicated enough, right?
enough. Yeah,
Without additional bullshit, right?
yeah,
And shit that ain't real, shit that don't count,
yeah,
shit that don't count, right? Like don't mismanage the whole situation and try to make me the scapegoat when you didn't never make it clear that something was supposed to be getting done, or you never double checked on something like you were supposed to, or I asked you for some support and you don't never get back at me. But
yeah,
then now I'm throwing you under the bus because I go over your head. No, I'm not throwing you up under the bus.
yeah.
I'm trying to get something done.
I'm trying to get something done here.
Man, I'm trying to figure something out. And,
Hmm.
and and hey, if you can't help me, be man or woman enough to pass that shit on from the jump, and not let your ego get in the way, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
not get caught up in your feelings. Like,
Hmm.
man, look, hey, you know what? I, we could try it, but this ain't really my forte. Let me
Yeah,
pass you on the mark up here and blah blah because in HR because they really specialize in that. I can respect that. But
yeah. But
but don't hold me up for 2, 3 motherfucking weeks on this
yeah,
information or this advancement that I'm trying to make. And the whole time, the only reason that this is not progressing is because you don't know how to get the information
yeah.
or get the result, and
Hmm.
you're too egotistical and too big headed to just reach out to somebody and say, "Hey, can you help me out with this?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting stuck on this part and blah. Man,
And you been. I know you've been in a supervisor role before, correct?
absolute,
So
absolute.
when you give a person an assignment, do
Yeah,
you make sure they know how to do the assignment, or do you or
yes,
do you just give it an assignment and have them go do it?
bro. No, 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 no doubt. I don't like to pass on an assignment without clarifying what that means to you,
Yeah.
right? Because this is the thing. Like a lot of times, people say, "Hey, go over there, nail that in, and
Hmm.
go over there and help Ricardo." Bam.
Yeah.
Now to him, nail that in might mean one nail and one nail when that's not code. So if I know it got to be done to code, why wait until my boss busts my balls,
Yeah.
right? to
Yeah.
tell you that no, you need one nail on this side, two on that, boom, top and bottom on each one of these, and then when you get done, come back and get at me, and I'll let you know what's next. See,
Yeah.
like by laying it out there, now if you go fuck it up, I can get at you whatever way I want to, and and
Absolutely.
and not that I'm gonna use that opportunity to get at nobody foul because man, like misuse and abuse of power is the ugliest fucking form of leadership of failed leadership,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. 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 I never do that. What I do is I try to go teach or tell you how explaining how I want it done
No
from
doubt.
done. I'm not going to tell you, okay, I'm gonna come talk to you. I'm gonna come get with you and talk to you and train you, and then
Right.
don't get around to doing it. I'm
See,
not doing
see,
that.
see, because now you can't hold me accountable if something don't go right.
If something do not go right, I can't hold you accountable.
Boom. Because yeah, I mean, I've been standing in here and
Yeah.
I ain't been ratting you out and letting everybody know that you ain't came and got at me yet. But
Yeah.
yeah, when it comes to hey, well, this ain't been getting included in the reports every night,
Yeah.
and I want to know why. It's been three
Yeah.
months and I've been
Yeah.
shooting you emails instead of you saying, oh yeah, I got to go in and give him the the official certified training on how we like to do it because that's what I
Yeah.
was just getting at. You
Yeah.
got to explain what a job means in your context because
Yeah.
it might be just little details that's like, yeah,
Yeah.
we do it this way
Yeah.
and it's been ultra successful. Or you just say, hey, go ahead and do this. And if you get it how I give it to you now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're not going to train me, at least get back at me and send me an example where you like, yeah, okay, see right here, I need you to
Yeah.
add this. But
Hmm.
like, if you can't come get at me direct and train me, at least shoot me a couple emails back and forth with some instructionals, and,
Yeah.
and let's have a video conference or something,
Yeah.
and then we can move on.
Yeah. And so that's basically what I was held in limbo,
Right,
and then
right,
these people expect me to do things that you could tell somebody to do it, but you have to show them how
yeah,
to do it first.
yeah,
And
yeah,
when you don't show them how to do it, it may not get done. But then
yeah,
in my case, I had so many other things to do while
right,
I was doing this job that uh, something didn't get done.
right,
Right.
right,
So knowing that you shouldn't ask me nothing. If
right,
you know if you know certain if you know I need help,
right,
I'm gonna put it like this. They told me it was my responsibility to go get help from the supervisor.
right,
Okay, but if the supervisor knows I need help and knows that
right,
I'm down here by myself, and the supervisor knows all of
right.
these things, why is that my job to do that?
Now, at that point, it should be her job or his job or whoever to to get back to you and provide that help, provide
Yeah,
that assistance. That
yeah,
hey, because like this, okay, I could tell a brand new youngster that come on the construction site, hey, every day you got to sweep up, you got
yeah,
to put up all the tools right in
yeah,
the
yeah,
shed, and
yeah,
you got to make sure that the lights is off and the doors locked up to the
yeah,
shed. Okay,
yeah,
okay, right, bang. I can't be mad if I just tell him that, and I come back in the morning and the tools are just piled up in the shed,
yeah.
right? And the
Yeah,
cords ain't all
I didn't tell you exactly what I wanted you to
right,
do.
and the
So
cords ain't wrapped up the way I
yeah, yeah,
expected
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
just you got to putting up the tools comes along with certain details, and if you
yeah.
don't make them details, apparent and available, and get that understanding with the person that's doing it, then you're gonna come in there pissed off every morning, right?
Every
Bang.
morning,
And all
every
you got
morning.
to do is nip it in the bud. First time, like, oh, hey, thank you for not letting the shit get rained on last night,
I
bro. But
I learned that I learned that when my daughter was 5 years old.
right,
I learned that you have to teach somebody how you would like to see it done.
bro, and
You
how
can't,
you,
I can't just I can't just send her in there and say clean your room up.
bro,
She don't know what it meant for
right.
to clean it like I wanted it.
So now guess what? If you go in there and find shit up under the bed and stuffed in the closet,
That's
right?
my fault.
You
That's my
can't get
fault.
mad because what
I
she
can't
did
get
was
mad.
made the room appear clean,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
not clean
yeah.
the room, right?
Yeah,
So
not clean the room. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, no doubt, no
Yeah,
doubt.
no
So
doubt, no doubt.
and bro, I don't see why more people don't get it. To me, I would call that within the realm of common sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely would call
Absolutely,
that
yeah.
common sense.
Common sense, but we common sense ain't always common in certain situations because you got when you in a supervisory role, you have to make sure your I's is dotted and your T's is crossed.
No
So
doubt.
it'll behoove you to teach somebody something
Right.
before just letting them go.
Right. No, exactly. Boom. And like, why would you wait until somebody else pull your tails about stuff not being done right? It would behoove you to go put boots on the ground and eyes on the in the field and see what's going on at the end of the day or beginning, right? So
Yeah,
that you can just so that you can make them corrections. And it's simple to do when you show up while somebody doing the job.
yeah,
And you tell them like, hey,
yeah.
we expect this to be like this, that to be
Hmm.
like this. Bang, you could just do that on a simple walkthrough. Hey man, how you doing? Good to meet
Yeah.
you. Okay, welcome to the team, man. Yeah, so they say you've been working hard, man. It's just a couple of small details that I want to, reiterate and make sure that go along with your, with your simple duties, with your duties for the day. And if you keep everything in line and pace yourself out, this job will be real simple.
Real
You know what I'm
simple.
saying? Bang, and like, man, you walk them through and you tell them, yeah, we can't have that. You got to make sure no trip hazards. If an inspector ever popped up over here and you didn't know they was coming, you never answer anybody's question if you don't really know the answer. Boom. You
Let
tell
me
them,
refer you. Let me refer you back to this guy.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Bang.
yeah, yeah. That I always err on the side of that when I'm talking to somebody like that. But we have
Yeah.
we have to deal with that type of shit.
No doubt, no doubt. Because man, when you sign a little employment agreement with whatever company you're gonna work for,
Mm-hmm.
and you go out there and you put on their little stripes and cap or whatever, you're representing the company every time you speak, right? So yeah, like man, if I don't know the answer, I'm definitely not gonna try to bullshit my way through it with somebody that sound important, look important. Now maybe if this is my supervisor,
Yeah,
right? I
yeah,
might try to bullshit because that's gonna get you a couple more dollars
yeah,
in a little bit, right? But with somebody
yeah,
of importance, especially somebody you don't know, it's
yeah.
always best to err on the side of caution because man, you get yourself in more trouble, saying some dumb than you will not saying nothing in a situation where you just don't know that, and it ain't wrong for you not to know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah,
I feel you. I feel you. So yeah, it's just my thing was just if you are on a job and you are unhappy
yeah,
and and there's things that's going on that you don't feel comfortable with,
right.
you got to make a change because
No,
one thing
no doubt.
one thing is gonna happen. One or two things gonna happen. One first thing is gonna happen. You're gonna either do something that you'll regret,
Yeah,
or you're gonna be put in a situation where you may be losing your licenses that you may
yeah.
have accumulated, or your reputation is not gonna be good in the
Hey,
field
and I'm
of
gonna tell
work.
you this: a bad reputation, man, that should have followed you like Jim Funk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because man, once your name is bad in the industry, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I know in construction it'll take you 10, 15 years to get back to getting some money. If you really go out and do somebody do the fool at somebody's house and mess up their job and rip them for $50,000 and run off, yeah, man. When that get through following you, your license get took and all of it, man. Yeah, it's gonna be all bad. You did, and
Mm-hmm.
all you got to do is talk to people. Hey, if the job is gonna cost more than you thought, let them know that as soon as you know that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you want to let them know that, hey, yeah, I ain't trying to play no games with you, but I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's going to take a little more lumber and a little more of this to get the job done. So you can go pick it up yourself, and I'll, we'll finish, boom, or you can add it on with, and we'll go pick it up. But this is going to need to be done. Hey, shit happens. Shit
Shit
happens.
happens.
You know what I'm saying? Man,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. If you say you need 50 studs and you end up
Mm-hmm.
needing 53, you
Yeah.
need 53. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Now, for me personally, a lot of times on small costs, I will eat it and not even talk to the customer because we're talking 10, 15 bucks. Man, I'm not finna go back to these people for 10, 15 bucks.
No.
But I'm
No.
not finna come out of my pocket 2 or 300
No.
neither. I'm gonna let
No.
them know.
No. 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 It's a line. It's a
Yeah,
line.
and there is. It's a line. And sometimes you got to give a little to get a lot.
To get a lot more.
Straight up.
Yeah, and so we just got to be well
Yeah.
versed in what we want, how we want to do things,
Yeah.
because we are adults, and we must act, and we must act accordingly.
Yeah.
Um, we must hold ourselves accountable, and we must moving accordingly, like to that.
Man, no doubt at all times, right? Man, there's some cats that I do some mentoring with, right? And,
Yeah,
and the one thing that I tell them all the time is that, like, yeah, I'm gonna try to guide you in the right way where I can, but I don't know everything and ain't got all the answers, right? Bang,
yeah,
and like it's good not to get stuck in that God complex, where you almighty and know all things, because man, it's embarrassing to be wrong, just like it feel good to be right. And you got to give them like you give them.
yeah. You got to give them like you give them. So moving forward,
Yeah.
I was on the internet, and
Okay.
I was looking at somebody shot me this internet thing today,
Yeah.
um, and I think repossession of cars is a dangerous business. It's a dangerous business.
Hell
This,
yeah, it is.
this one dude was repossessing this lady car, and she
Yeah.
she ran him over.
Man, hey, that happens quite a bit, and dudes get shot at trying to put them boots on cars and all of that,
That's
bro.
a dirty. That's a violent
Yeah.
job. That's a
Yeah.
violent job.
I mean, first of all, it's a nasty deal, right? Because you go put thousands of dollars down on a car. You've been keeping it for 18 months and everything been all right, and then you lose your job or something, right?
Yeah,
Now, a smart one would be to had a bucket or two to get that shit, because I'm not gonna get behind on nothing and have to pay you everything all at once. No,
yeah.
yeah, no, not cool, and no, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's up, Rosie Red. And they're trying to sneak it in. Well, we love it and we appreciate you for it. Man,
yeah.
podcast without a day. It's Friday night. It's your man, Big AC the one.
That's my cousin. That's my little cousin. She,
Yeah,
yeah. She is a hard worker herself. She
yeah,
got a single mom, and she
no
does
doubt.
what she does.
Yeah, no
Shout out
doubt.
to Rose.
I
Shout out
got
to
nothing but
Rose.
love and respect for single mamas, man.
Rose,
Four
man.
boys, my mama raised us. She
Yeah,
gave it all she had. One thing I will say though is I learned that no matter how hard you try, ladies, women can't raise a man to be a man. So
mhm.
keep male influences in your kids' life, especially your boys, right? Even if it's a uncle, a cousin, somebody that you think is an example of a good man,
Yeah,
make sure that your son sees that, right?
yeah, yeah.
On somewhat of a regular basis, because it'll move the needle leaps and bounds.
So I'm glad you said that, because a lot of women that are successful with having just sons and having their sons be successful in life,
Yeah,
they've always put uh, a male version of themselves, or a male
yeah,
version of a role model in their life, as far
right,
as coaches,
right.
mentors,
There you go.
teachers, all of those type of things. They come and they go hand in hand, and they work.
Yeah,
They really work. So yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
just
No,
with
I,
that.
I do. Man, I think that's like monumental in the process of raising young men to be to transition to be successful men,
Hmm.
because like there's just a lot of questions that we have, and like yeah, why would you show me how to tie a tie if you ain't never tied a tie? You just put
So
me
you
around
have so you have an uncle or a brother
that
teach you how to do that.
teach you how to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because I ain't gonna dare say, go find you a man and put up with some
No,
nigga
no, 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 not at
and
all.
and settle for less than what you
Yeah.
think you worth.
Yeah. No, no, no. We're not going to even go down that road,
Not
because
even.
he has a daddy,
That's it.
right? And so, but it's unfortunate that maybe he can't be he is not in his life, but that
Yeah.
don't mean that you can't learn from other people.
Yeah, no, and no doubt, and there's many reasons why people's dads don't be in it. Man, we got the penitentiary system and all, and that whole ordeal.
Yeah.
That it's a lot of brothers in there, but I'm gonna say like this: it's not as many of us in there as they try to make it sound like.
Yeah.
Man, you dig? If you really go look at the numbers, man. Well, first of all, we get harassed at a high rate, but at the same time too, man, blacks have been going to jail less and less. I would say in the last 5 to 6, 7 years per the number. So, man, y'all
Yeah.
keep doing what you're doing. stay constructive, and don't let nobody get you back on the bullshit if you know better.
If you know better, do better.
That's it.
That's
That's it.
right.
Cause there ain't no excuse.
Yeah, no, ain't no excuse. But so I seen out there, man, that in doing this tough job,
Yeah.
as far as repossessing and stuff, I wouldn't want to do that job for
No,
nothing.
bro.
Uh, the lady that ran over the dude that they're looking for, they're trying to serve a warrant for her arrest.
Yeah. Oh, I bet you.
They trying to serve a warrant for her arrest. I
Yeah.
cracks up at that.
Yeah,
But
I ain't gonna lie, and that
yeah,
takes me to another job that's kind of relative, right? And,
yeah.
and that's a bounty hunter.
Oh wow.
Man, now a bounty hunter just,
Mhm.
I mean, dude, you trying to go and serve high risk warrants and shit like that and take down real lifelong career criminals and things to get your little, to collect your little bounty. And so, man, bro, them is two
Yeah.
things right
Book them.
there that I ain't gonna be able to do it.
I ain't gonna be able to do it.
I ain't gonna be able to do it.
I watch it on TV, but I ain't gonna be able to do
Man, I'm gonna tell you this: if I was a bounty hunter, I'm pretty
it.
sure I would shoot more of the freaking suspects than I would be bringing in, or beating them up. And you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
man, look, don't make this hard on us, man.
yeah. I'm drugging you.
Come on, quietly. And if they try to run,
I'm
I'm gonna be
drugging you.
pissed off.
Yeah, I'm drugging you. Get
Yeah,
you up. I'm
I'm gonna have to dog walk
like
you a
they
little
used to
bit.
do Mr. T to take him on the A team. How they used to take him on the airplane. How they had to drug him all the time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm drugging you. Don't worry about it.
Man, straight
You
up.
coming along. You coming along. You finna get drugged.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, and by the time you wake up, hasta la vista, baby.
Hey, so
Man,
if y'all out there watching, comment, share, like,
no doubt.
and just give us some feedback of what y'all think about our podcast without a name.
Man, no doubt, please. Hey, and also too in the comments, man, if y'all got questions or topics that y'all want to hear brought up, or ideas and things that you
Yeah,
want to hear discussed,
yeah.
man, we love to get the feedback from anybody that's checking it out. So please feel free to drop us a line.
Drop us that line for
Drop
real.
us a line. Man, shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, so things looking up on the music front, man. I got a song called Quarter with Mr. Fab, man. That thing just went up to about 175,000 streams or something. Bro,
Wow.
I'm getting
Wow.
close to 3 million now, and that thing is just climbing steadily, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you put your work and your time and your attention into something, it'll keep growing.
And that's how you got to take advantage of your resources.
That's it.
If you've made a good relationship with somebody,
Yeah,
parlay that relationship, not in
man.
a negative way, but parlay it
No,
in a positive way that both of y'all can eat, or both of y'all can see the fruits of that labor.
that's
Um,
it.
and so yeah, no, I like that. I like developing these good relationships with people.
Man, no doubt. You know, and shoot, it's nice to be lined up to be getting your what your investments back too. You know,
Yeah,
from the beginning,
yeah,
lining up for a couple paydays, y'all. So like, if you ain't seeing the money quick, just know the money don't usually come that way.
yeah,
Keep grinding, keep pushing, and before you know it, yeah, I'm talking about
yeah.
that thing will be tucked under your wing.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. You put the work in, man. You put the
That's
work
it,
in. You've been doing this for a while, and congratulations on
man.
that endeavor. Congratulations.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it, man.
because
Thank
that
you.
brings more. That may bring more features to the front.
Hey, and it does, right? I got a nice little lineup of some interviews that we're gonna be incorporating here soon, and I know you
Nice,
do too.
nice.
So like, man,
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing, man. Just like, that's one thing I always love doing the most, just getting out there, networking with people, man, and vibing and kicking it back and forth. People that's younger, older, whatever, it don't matter.
no
Like,
matter.
you can
Hmm.
always learn something from somebody that's like-minded, or somebody that matches your energy. They don't
Yeah,
have to be like-minded, but
yeah,
somebody that matches your energy.
yeah. I like to learn from
Yeah,
people.
no
The
doubt, me too.
do's and don'ts.
And you know what? And sometimes it's boring when everybody got the same opinion, right? So
Yeah.
like, yeah, sometimes it's fun, especially when you know you're around mature people that
Hmm.
got some sense. Oh yeah, to feverishly debate, or enjoy us, man. Go back and forth about something, and hey, if we don't agree, let's have some fun with it. Let's
Yeah.
have some fun with it, because it should never be that serious, y'all. It should never be
No,
that serious, right?
no, no. But that's how people be
Yeah,
making it kind of crazy. But I think
yeah,
yeah, that's an important thing to understand how to do is make good relationships with people.
yeah. No
That's an
doubt.
important thing. Important.
No, 100%, man. And
Hmm.
like that's the. I think to me, when people say, "What's the purpose of life?" What I think that's it right there. Is maintaining good, healthy relationships, man, and just enjoying what that brings.
Yeah.
You know what I
Why
mean?
not? Why not? Why not? Because it's going to be something that you can offer and something
Yeah,
that they can offer.
exactly.
Or
And
if it's not just a conversation,
yeah, right,
you know, anything that I'm giving you or you giving me that's fitting the physical, then
right,
we just have a great conversation that puts
man.
your mind in a different space.
No doubt. And it's always cool to see how somebody takes information that you share back and forth and twist it their own way. Because you know, like I may give you a whole scenario and you may not take that and go do it verbatim, but you may take little bits from that, and then I see something else. I'm like, he flipped that, he did that. That's dope.
Hmm.
And like it's just a beautiful thing. And then it goes back and forth. And then you see little things and you like, ha ha, he slid that in there. He used that. You know, uh, like that's yeah. That to me that's like the rawest form of flattery, man. It is like when somebody gives you a salute about something that you feel strongly about.
Yeah, yeah. No, especially something that you work at.
That's it. That's it, man. And like this ain't all instant gratification. You know, this is just like, man, we do what we do. Like it's funny. Like I got approached about like us trying to monetize the show, but then they want to try to control the flow of what we're talking about. And I'm like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm out on that. Like
Yeah,
you can't tell me that we can't open up any bag of worms that we want to. You know, because
yeah.
sometimes when see what people don't realize, especially when they just rushing to get a little money, sometimes you monetize it, right? Boom, and now you're aligned with certain individuals, and that's like, yo, hey, that's negative to our, you know, to our, but I didn't sign up
Brand,
for
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
no,
yeah,
now you're a part of that too. So,
yeah, yeah.
oh wow, you know, I didn't even know that. So you got to be careful when you get into that point of trying to monetize what you're doing because you want to make sure that you aligning with sponsors and this and things of that nature that you can you know swallow being in bed with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So on the sports tip, I seen something that to come up. People were debating
yeah.
uh that topic of how good Asante Samuels was compared to Deion Sanders.
Ooh,
What you think about that?
ooh.
Take away the other things that Deion did and just focus on the cornerback position.
Yeah, no,
Um,
well, I'm gonna say like this. First of all, Asante Samuel was actually a better corner.
mm.
Right
You
now,
think so?
not just a cover. Dion, I say, is the best raw cover man that I saw in that generation. But Asante Samuel was right there in that echelon. But I like the way he did run support a little better. Dion made a lot of business decisions in the run game, right? So yeah, you got to shut down corner on coverage. But when you see Ironhead Hayward coming on the sweep, you
Yeah,
dig me?
yeah,
Dion might dive at his feet and just be a distraction.
yeah, yeah,
You know, where
yeah,
Asante Samuel would actually come up and go for making the tackle. So yeah, of course, I'm gonna say Deion Sanders. I would say probably more highly revered and remembered. But if you're talking about like real, just like solid ball play in and play out, I really like the Asante Samuel's game a
yeah,
lot.
yeah, yeah. That's been the census. That's been the census. Everybody, a lot of people. If you
Yeah,
could get past the showmanship, if you can get past the
right,
all the other stuff that Dion brought to sports, period,
right,
um,
right,
and just put the conversation on that position. They neck and neck.
bro. They are neck and neck
They
because
neck and neck. But then, uh, you got. I got to tip my hat. I got to tip my hat to Prime because
yes,
Prime was that type of athlete that you know technique was
yeah,
secondary,
yeah,
but he
and he
still
was
can get the
talented.
job done.
and he was still talented enough to shut
Mm.
down the best of the best. And
But
and, and I'm gonna say
go ahead.
like there's nothing more uh um there's nothing more boisterous in an athlete when they can come on TV or come into the camera, talk that shit about what they gonna do, and
Mm-hmm.
then go right out there and do it, right?
And go right out there and
Bro,
do it. Yeah.
just like Muhammad Ali used to tear it up. But
Mm-hmm.
Deion Sanders had that same type of swag and energy where like
Mm-hmm.
he'd be like, "Yeah, baby," because you know what Prime gonna do. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
out there and shut it down, right?
Yeah.
Boom, and then he go out there and Jerry Rice get 2 catches. Man, who
Yeah.
who, who holds Jerry Rice to 2 catches? Prime.
A whole side of the field. We're not going over there today.
And he knew
And,
how to use the showmanship to get in your head.
yeah. Yeah.
This now
Yeah.
this is something that Asante Samuels had zero portion of. So
And
now,
so that's why he would be forgotten.
yeah,
That's why he would be forgotten because he Dion is still relevant today in
exactly,
in the forefront of people's minds because of
yeah,
everything that he came with. Everything
bro.
that he came with.
Right. And I mean, and he was just super polarizing. Now, like I look at Darryl Green, right?
Yeah.
That played for the Washington Redskins.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Darryl Green, I would put when I say dead even with Prime, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then still like he's forgettable because of the showmanship.
Yeah.
And he had the kind of speed,
Marketability.
bro, that marketability.
Mm-hmm.
Exact even when Dion was a little bit washed at the very end of the career, right? And he was just down a step. You know what I'm saying? But
When he came to us, when he was with a rape, when he was the rape.
yeah, exactly. Even then, though,
Mm-hmm.
he still put butts in the seats, bro, and
Mm-hmm.
people wanted to come see it. And if
Mm-hmm.
he get in there and deflect a big pass at the end of the game, that's prime. He kind of had the same ending like Jerry Rice, like they was the best of all time at what they do, right? And you just can't let it go,
Mm-hmm.
right? Boom, until you get in that training camp and you like, damn, I'm like the second or third best fucking cornerback on the team.
Yeah.
you know,
I think it's a great argument to have.
yeah,
Uh, Talking about those two corners, it's
yeah,
great argument to have. And there's no slight at being number
no,
two.
no, and you know what? Like, okay, I would put Darryl Green over Asante Samuel just for the longevity, right?
Rod Woodson.
Now, Rod Woodson, I would say I would even say one of the greatest DBs of all time,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I got to put him and his little nephew that ain't related to him, Charles Woodson, in the same bag, right? Like, bro, they was the best corner, then they was the best safety, right? And like, you had the game. Anybody that you got a game plan for to stay
Mm-hmm.
away from and know where they at and scheme away from them,
Mm-hmm.
like that's a lot of time and energy that your offensive coordinator got to put in to, boom. And then he got to play for my man over there with the Steelers, right? And he was so melodic with that little that zone blitz that you never knew where Rod Woodson or Troy Polamalu or whoever they had was gonna pop up at. Dick LeBeau, was it? Yeah. Dick LeBeau for many years over there with the Steelers. He ran that 3-4 zone blitz, man, and he was masterful at bringing a safety to play linebacker and letting this dude drop back in coverage from the defensive end and that type of thing there. So yeah, Rod Woodson, he was fortunate enough to go to the right places, but even like his Ravens career, bro, he was legendary, bro,
Legendary.
legendary, and, and,
Legendary.
and just like yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could name them off.
But
Revis
now
Island. You could name.
Rod Woodson was almost as marketable as Dion.
Nah, not so much.
Okay, maybe just the
Nah, not
hardcore observers, maybe just the hardcore observers. But
yeah, no, but that's what sets Dion apart from a lot of different players
yeah,
that played in this NFL.
right,
The
yeah,
marketability is
yeah, you're right.
it's like Jordan.
Yeah,
It's like Jordan because I mean, what do you think of? I mean, you think of a lot of the players, but then Michael Jordan is the one that stands out. That's like
okay,
the
and
GOAT.
exactly, and look at that. Like he didn't know when to hang it up when he did the Washington Wizards things, right? Boom.
But
But
let's understand he
but
had that was a part of the contract to
yeah,
become
but
owner.
now he was still balling, right? If
Yeah,
it was anybody else but
yeah,
MJ,
yeah.
them numbers is good, but it wasn't MJ numbers. He wasn't having that same kind of dominatory effect that he usually have on the game. So, man, like at the end of the day, like you say, nobody can be the GOAT but the GOAT. man.
Yeah, yeah,
eh,
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Got that aura about them.
yeah,
I mean, and then they start going down the list as far as running backs, putting running
yes.
backs against each other and stuff like that. But I just thought that was a great conversation.
Look at Ricky Waters.
Hmm.
He didn't even have a long ass career or really like the sustainability as a lot of other backs, but he'll probably end up in the Hall of Fame soon because he was outspoken
Yeah,
and he backed
yeah,
that shit up. Ricky Waters was
yeah,
was a thumper.
yeah.
He was a nice little
Ricky
back.
Ricky Waters.
Ricky run like Waters, man. Yeah.
Hey, I like Frank Gore.
Ex- Exactamundo. And I think he's high enough on the list to get in, but he didn't have the flash.
No,
He
no,
was the
he just
opposite
went to
of
work.
Dion.
He just went to work.
Yeah, he was opposite of Dion.
He
Just
went to work. Hmm.
lunch pill,
Hmm.
hard hat every day. Let's go.
And
And
can be a boxer as well.
hey, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. He did lose one fight to Darren Williams, I think, that from the NBA, right? But other than that, I done seen him knock a few fools on their back.
Yeah,
Dude, Frank,
yeah,
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 Frank
yeah,
Gore
yeah,
got
yeah,
him.
yeah, 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 yeah. I don't want the smoke from Frank.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hey
yeah, yeah.
Frank, hey, shout out to Frank Gore. I don't want the smoke from Frank.
No smoke alert. No smoke alert. There we go. Man, yeah, no, for real. Yeah, hey, he got him, and I ain't in no kind of shape to get with him.
Hey, I know I met a boxer. Matter of fact, that we talking about boxing. He had his
Yeah.
pro debut. He had his pro debut at Thunder Valley,
Oh, dope.
and this young fella is the truth. I
The
can't
truth,
wait.
huh?
I can't wait to see him come fight
Yeah.
again.
Where,
Um,
where, where does he fight out of?
he fight out of Sacramento.
Sacramento. Okay, okay,
He
okay.
fights
You
out
got
of
his name?
Sacramento. I got to get his name and
Okay.
his stuff, but
Wh-
we touched we just met each other
yeah.
and just been talking, and I'm bad with names. So
You know what weight class he's in?
he's in that what is that weight class? He's in the
Maybe like the middleweight.
yeah, because it's 168.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
That's like middleweight. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah,
best. That's the best division in boxing right now. All
yeah,
the way, all the
yeah.
way. You got Tank Davis. You got a
Mhm.
few other young prospects and prodigies that's coming up, and it's some bad boxers out there. I'm glad to see that the heavyweight division finally is getting some strong representation again because as much as I love to see a bunch of fast punches,
Yeah,
sometimes I love to see that big old slug shot.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
and rest in peace to Jiggity George Foreman, right?
yeah,
Who
yeah,
passed just recently. And
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that we got him a
two
shout
hundred
out on
million
there.
dollar, $200 million grill he came
Man,
in.
the $200 million grill, man, and the
Man,
thrill in Manil. Man,
yeah,
hey, him and Ali, man, you dig like, man, there goes another one right there. Two great champions. And I think if George Foreman could have pulled it off and won that thriller in Manila, right, we would be talking about them two in a different way. But everybody who was almost as good as a heavyweight as Ali, he whooped him and he told him he was gonna whoop him. And he went in there and did it, and he was pretty when he did it and all that old shit. And like you said, that marketability, man. Muhammad Ali, uh, uh, um, you know, shoot, dude, them dudes is really they transcend their sport. You did, and it's like no matter what they do, and people want to hear it, they want to
hmm
see it, they want to get a piece of that.
yeah, yeah. That's what I say. When you do that,
Yeah,
that's when you get into the GOAT
yeah,
conversation.
yeah,
You gotta be able to have changed something in that
man,
sport.
man, no doubt,
And so the only way that you can get into that conversation is if you change something in that sport.
man. Dog, I ain't gonna lie, I've been loving watching the women's boxing lately,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
It's some
busting
bad.
each other ass, huh?
Woo, bro. I know. I'm talking
They
about them.
stand in
Them,
there.
them women be throwing, bro. Them
Yeah, they
women be
stand
throwing.
in there. They stand in there and they start beating each other's brains out.
Bro, I'm talking about for real. And I watched this one chick, man, fight with her whole side of her face split open. Pretty nice looking little Puerto Rican girl, man. But she was tough, man. She
Yeah,
was tough, and it just made me gain a lot more respect for him and whatnot, man. On the sports tip, man, I hate to see how Curry being out for the Warriors with that little tailbone contusion has cost him a
yeah,
couple games.
ass soreness.
Yeah, ass soreness, right? It got him slipping back a couple notches, but I do
Yeah,
feel like they'll be just fine. But I
yeah,
hope Gary Payton II gets gets well pretty soon. Because when it
Yeah,
comes time for the playoffs, they gonna need his contributions.
yeah, they're gonna need all of that.
Yeah,
All
they
these
gonna need it
teams,
all.
all these teams, that's in the hunt in the race,
Yeah,
even the ones at with the number one seeds. I
yeah,
noticed, I noticed that this is going to be unlike any playoffs that has ever been played in the
yeah,
NBA
yeah.
because you have new blood in the playoffs.
You do, but you know what? You got old blood with some good teams too, right? And
Hmm.
like anybody can get it. Experience does count for a lot when it comes to the
Anybody
postseason.
can get it though.
Man,
Like them young legs can carry a team through. I'm telling you,
no
carry a
doubt.
team through.
No doubt.
Yeah,
And sometimes that inexperience can also make you cost in a game 6 or 7 at the end. And not that you ain't beat them the whole game.
yeah,
Them OGs know how to put themselves in a position, man, to be going for the last shot.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Or
can't count how many times I've seen, Steph or LeBron, bro, just last second. They've been slugging through it the whole game, bro. They come down and hit the last shot and run off the damn court. You just be like, fuck this nigga.
yeah.
Man.
Put that on us like that.
Hey,
Why you
yeah, I'm
put
gonna
that
tell you
on
who
us?
I'm surprised at this year in the NBA, bro, in a bad way, is the Phoenix Suns.
Well,
Bro, the Phoenix Suns been,
no camaraderie,
bro,
no chemistry.
man,
That's what
I'm
you get.
talking
That's what you
about.
get when you don't have no chemistry.
No, that's real talk, bro. I
Yeah,
mean, that's the most disappointing franchise, bro, in the last 10 years, man. That's the
yeah.
the most
No,
disappointing team
I'm
I've
gonna
seen
I'm
that
gonna
was
say
supposed.
sack. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say sack. Sack. What did sack do to themselves?
they got rid of Mike Brown.
What did they do to themselves?
I'm gonna tell you what. How do you dump a proven commodity, man,
Yeah,
for some? That's like leaving your women that know how to make everything right for you for some broad that walk with a nice switch. Like,
yeah.
okay,
It ain't working.
it ain't working,
It
bro. Like,
wasn't greener on the other side. I don't
it
know what
ain't,
you do
bro,
that
it
for.
ain't green on the other side,
Yeah,
and
what you
like
do
it's
that for?
Mike Brown is an experienced coach with
Yeah,
championship
yeah,
experience, bro, and he
yeah.
elevated your team from like a laughing stock to competitive,
To being competitive,
bro. Just
being
because he
competitive.
was having a down part of the year,
Hmm.
like look how shit turns it around. Like,
Yeah,
look, Warriors, they get Jimmy Butler, they start playing ball, they going. Okay, boom. You you get Luca went over to LA. Now they looking like a top. Like shit can change in a season if you got a good coach and a decent core. So I just don't understand that move, and I was really surprised to see the Kings get rid of De'Aaron Fox, man.
yeah. No,
You
no.
know,
De'Aaron, he wanted to leave after that.
oh, okay,
He
I
wanted
see
to
that.
leave after that. Yeah,
Now
no,
that makes some sense to me. That makes
yeah,
some sense to me. And now he's out for the season for the Spurs. But that's a pretty good move for him, man, to play with Wimby.
yeah.
Him,
But
him and Wimby.
yeah, they had another coach got fired. Another coach got fired.
Okay,
Right now, I forget the
yeah.
team. I forget the team it is, but another coach got fired right now. And I think it's Budenholzer. Is it Budenholzer?
Is it? I thought Budenholzer had somebody winning.
Yeah, I think it's Budenholzer.
That's a surprise, man. That's a shock. See,
Yeah,
see, like I don't get when you that there you go again. They're like, dude, he's won a championship, right? He obviously like the Bucks team he won with. It wasn't the most dynamic team. They was cool. They was solid, and they had Giannis, but like they wasn't all that, right?
yeah.
He did some hellified coaching on that championship run. Then they
Yeah.
kicked him out for Doc Rivers, right? Boom.
Who for the one in the black dude that was in Milwaukee got fired for Doc.
Oh, for Doc. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah. But
yeah,
but just man, I don't get it, man. I don't get it sometimes, right? And Budenholzer been a good coach. I'm surprised to see that. I'm trying to remember who he was coaching this year. Was it
I think it was
Denver? No,
no,
no, no, no.
was it Memphis?
Maybe it was Memphis. Maybe it was Memphis. But
I don't
like
remember.
I'm sure they only struggling because Ja Moran is out. Like that's easy math,
Yeah,
right?
I'm trying to look it up right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, yeah,
yeah. That's easy math to do though, man. And so who did they get? They got somebody that's gonna get them put out in the first round, probably.
yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, that's insane. And you wonder why your superstar players be wanting to get up out of town. It's like, dude, what is y'all thinking? What's the plan here? And it's funny how in professional sports, man, a team will go from trying to build a championship dynasty to we resetting and we starting over in the draft. Quick,
Quick.
quick. You
Yeah,
know.
number fired. Memphis Grizzlies coach
Okay.
was fired.
Yeah.
Taylor something.
No doubt. And so
Taylor Jenkins fired
Taylor
by
Jenkins, okay, he's a
Bob.
good
No,
coach too.
It wasn't Budenholzer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Taylor Jenkins. He was a coach at Memphis. Memphis. I knew it was.
And he's been a good coach for him.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they didn't been the top 4 seed for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
dig, and really making a run at it, and like I don't get that, but we'll
But
see.
I don't get firing your coach at this point in the season.
Why? Especially when you got a team that's going postseason.
Yeah.
Like
I don't get that. I
yeah,
don't get
I mean, dude, Memphis is in the race. Like this might cost them. They may end up a 6 or 7 seed after this.
Yeah, and that's a when you a 7 seed. Let me see. When you eight, 7, 8 seed, I think that's still playing, right?
Just playing. When you
That's
hit
playing.
number seven and up,
Yeah,
it's playing.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So 7 through 10, and I'm just like, man, like in the East, dude, a lot of them teams, like from 6, 7, 8, they under 500. They shouldn't even do a play in this year. Them teams is they, bro, they damn near look like lottery teams.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
What about that other news? I got that other news in the NBA. Somebody bought the Seattle SuperSonics
Yeah.
franchise for $2 billion.
Oh, that's dope, bro. So wait, okay, so now
So
they
they,
became
huh?
Supersonics became the OKC Thunder.
Okay, to see Thunder. So what they planning on doing is they planning on bringing back Supersonics, and they plan on giving Vegas an expansion team as well.
I like that. I
Yeah,
like that. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah. I
But
came
but
across that
now
news too.
but it doesn't balance it out for the East. So what are they doing outside of that?
Well, let me tell you. Let me give you the further what I read further on it. Um,
Okay.
those two teams will be in the West, and two teams will be coming from the West going to the East, and those two
Okay.
teams are Minnesota
Yeah.
and what other team is going to the East? Minnesota and it's another team that's in the East. Oh, the Grizzlies.
And you know what? They're both right there on the
Yeah,
line.
already.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're already East Coast. So you will be taking on the two West Coast teams, and those will be expansion teams,
Hey,
and you good.
I like the move because it shakes shit up. The West is real crowded, right?
Yeah,
Boom. And
the
I'm gonna
West
tell
is
you what, man, Minnesota in the East is dangerous.
dangerous,
They are
dangerous. Boston think they got it easy. Watch what happens if you can bring that guy over there from
hey,
Minnesota over there.
and having to see John Morant
Yeah,
5 times a year or whatever ain't gonna be easy neither. And
I would
yeah,
love to
man.
see that. I would love to see that
Hey,
matchup
hey, that's a power move for the East. The East just got considerably better.
considerably better.
Yeah, yeah.
Considerably, yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's
that's
cool.
real.
That's cool. So what's that? Maybe 2, 3 years down the road?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they hollering. That's why I say people think LeBron is going to be around for a while, for another while. He trying to get that Vegas. From this what I'm hearing, he trying to in what I'm reading, he trying to get that Vegas ownership.
I'm not
Vegas
mad at
ownership.
that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not mad at that. I wouldn't be surprised if him and Steph Curry both jumped in on that.
Oh, they got enough money.
They got enough money, and Steph wants to own, right?
Yeah,
So
they got enough money.
yeah. So
Yeah,
but I don't think you can play and own. I'm not sure. No, you can't be a majority owner.
yeah. You can't be majority owner. You could
Yeah.
play. You could play. And have a piece in the
Okay.
franchise. You have a
Okay.
piece.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
piece. They only gonna let you get a little piece.
Yeah, but
Little piece.
hey, it don't hurt.
Yeah.
I
No.
think Dwayne Wade, like, I think he owns like what 10 or 15
Utah.
percent of the Jazz. Yeah,
Yeah, Utah. Yeah,
yeah,
Utah.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Shaq used to own some of the Kings, but he sold his shares.
Right. I ain't mad. Shaq is a hell of a businessman, dude. Like,
Yeah,
like I ain't gonna
market.
lie. He really know how to make boss moves. I think he's the
Yeah.
president of Adidas sneakers or something right now. So
Oh,
so like, yeah, man, Shaq
yeah,
know how to get his bag. Man, he
yeah, yeah,
definitely know how to get his bag.
yeah. That's always. I mean that's what he went to school for.
Is
Doctor
it?
Doctor Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, marketing,
Okay.
marketing, and all of that type of stuff. They use that big time.
Hey, he's another dude that in a different way was real marketable. I mean, he was dominant on the court, but he
Yeah,
wasn't a big shit talker back then. You know,
yeah,
like he a little bit of back and forth,
yeah,
whatnot, but he wasn't never in the media with it. So like, you never had Shaq, promising
yeah,
we gonna take them out in 4 games or no shit
yeah. No,
like he never
I'm
did none of that.
I'm
But
just gonna be dominant.
yeah, yeah, I got skills, man. I know I got
I'm
skills.
dominant.
You
Every
remember
time I
that
think
song?
about every time I think about him being dominant, I think about him dunking on Dudley and pushing him all down.
No smoke alert. Hey,
Yeah,
Dudley did not want that smoke. But hey, Shaq embarrassed a lot of dudes, man. He got a lot away with a lot of charges too, and a lot of offensive fouls.
yeah,
Um, I got to say, like him and LeBron the same. They so big and dominant, and so much stronger than the cats that they going against most nights. That dude, like they be clearing out with the offhand and all of that, and you just like you don't say nothing because he just dunked on dude from the circle, or he
yeah,
just dunked on dude from outside the key, or this or that. But
yeah,
like, yeah, I've seen him get away with a lot of offensive fouls, but it is what it is, man.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I think they go both ways. A lot of people get away with
yeah,
fouling him.
yeah, no doubt. Like
Yeah,
like I see Steph Curry not get a lot of calls,
yeah,
right? Like you see him getting pushed over, knocked, bumped, elbowed, grabbed.
for sure.
They don't call a
Sure.
lot of that stuff, and he still be wearing them himself. So yeah, shout out to the
That
chef.
constant
and
moving.
and like, man, I got to say, like, man, I was having this debate with somebody recently. I definitely think Steph Curry is the most dominant player in this generation, bro, and that meaning like he influenced the game of basketball more than anybody.
I mean, I would have to put him and LeBron at the same up at the same type of
I
on
I
that
mean,
thing.
yeah, I mean
Uh,
they both are the faces of the league, but I'm just saying like every kid out there thinks they could be Steph Curry. Never nobody's talent. Nobody, not too many people are blessed to have LeBron James gifts, physically.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah.
just saying, like, man, you look how many threes teams shoot now, bro. When we were growing up,
Hmm.
like only one player on the team shot threes, and you knew, like, oh, Michael goes inside, he kicks it out to Steve Kerr.
Larry,
Everybody wasn't
Larry
casting,
Legend.
yeah, but everybody else wasn't casting threes on the team. And you look at what Steph Curry, Splash Brothers, the strength in numbers, what they did, and bro, like every kid thinks that, yeah, hey, they can dribble and move a little bit and get open and
Yeah,
shoot the three. I see so many AAU videos where kids is dribbling, step back, 3-pointer, but I'm
yeah,
like, that's that Curry magic, man. It's just like,
yeah,
bang.
yeah,
But like you said, you can't disregard what LeBron did. All
yeah,
time leading, scoring, this, that, and the other, whatever.
yeah. No,
And like,
I just I like the fact that that the way he's doing it, he's doing it with longevity.
yeah, I would
That's
love
that's
to have
that's what I
seen him
like.
be more defensively dominant in his career.
Yeah, yeah.
I will say that he's not a pedestrian on defense.
No, no.
But with his gifts, bro, you see cats cutting the lane, and he could have been the master of the masters of all that. Man,
Hmm.
damn, we've been on this joint for like, isn't that already?
Oh, for real? I ain't
Okay,
even noticed.
well,
I
dang.
ain't noticed.
Hey, man, let me just say what's up. Your Ham Right podcast.
Your Ham Right podcast.
You
DM
know,
is DM.
man, DNC, what's happening, folks? Uh, all for all your streaming needs, man. Check it out on StreamYard. Tell them OC sent you, and they might give you a little something off of that bag,
They
right?
might.
Yeah,
They,
fam. But they got everything you need for all of your conference calls and group meetings and fucking fam chats and all the shit.
all the shit.
StreamYard,
Hmm.
baby.
Stream, y'all.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for fucking with us, man.
Yeah.
Podcast without a name. Your main man, Big AC, the one. Your nigga from that end.
Yeah.
And that man.
Yeah, that's Big AC. He always come on. We always do this. We missed probably last week, I think. Got busy. You know how life handles life. But I'm talking with OC, and I'm your host OC, and we this is what we do. I like to send a shout out to your Ham Right podcast. You can get that on any podcast outlet. That's a great podcast. CHAM and DM, they bring it to you every week, Sunday. Every week they bring it to you, and it's always a good show. They talk about today's topics, yesterday's topics. They talk about all kind of stuff. Your Ham Right podcast. Go get it, love it, listen to it. Some good insight on everything. Yeah. So I talked about earlier a job that I was on that I had to let go. When I'm not feeling when I'm not feeling somebody or I'm not feeling a certain thing, I try to mend the fence, or I try to see what to get to the bottom of it so that maybe I can be around a little bit longer. But if I can't, and it's prevalent, and it's evident that I can't be around, I don't risk my licenses. I don't risk my reputation. I don't risk nothing, because I've already had a conversation with somebody. I've already told them, and so now it's time for me to stand on business and live in the action world. And so I politely hand over their things, which is their keys and their badge, and I'm out. I don't need the buffoonery on the job. I don't need nobody. I don't need the people. Your coworker acting like they your boss and they can tell you everything that you need to be doing. I don't like when the boss themselves don't communicate with the people, and to get certain things done. I don't like that. So if I don't like something, I know how to. Over the years, I've worked a while, and I know how to put myself in a position where I don't have to deal with that. That's why I have a mantra that I live by. I'm doing a job for you, but I work for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm here because of whatever reason why that has me here to take care of my life, or whatnot. But I'm not gonna let nobody control me. I'm not gonna let nobody lie to me, and I'm damn sure not gonna let nobody talk to me any kind of way. And so with that being said, if you in a similar problem, make sure you never quit a job if you don't have something else to back you up. I always got something else to back me up. But also too, always stay true to yourself. Always never always uphold your integrity. Always uphold your integrity on the job, and you'll be fine. So with that being said, oh, I got my sister. She chimed in. Uh, Haha, she said she get a restraining order on her bosses. You crazy. But where we come from, my sister, that's my older sister. Where we come from, we had two parents that did it. They worked a lot. They took care of their family. Especially my dad, or my mom too. God rest her soul. Shout out to Linda Claiborne. Um, R.I.P. But my dad too. They instilled this work ethic in us, and it's just something that bleeds through me. It's something that just comes through with me throughout my life, and I love it. I love that I was taught that. I love that I got a chance to see that. So, and I also got a chance to see how you supposed to adultly stand up for yourself. Not you don't got to go in there wagging your finger. You don't got to go in there ghetto or nothing like that. You just go in there and you have a conversation. And if the conversation is not going your way, or if the conversation is not right, then you have a choice to make. Are you gonna stand there? Are you gonna stay there and continue to endure this buffoonery, or are you gonna call it a day and get up out of there? So that's it in a nutshell. This is Talking with OC. I'm your host, OC. Thank you to everybody that came over to the channel to watch us. It's gonna be blasted all over the channel all week. So if you didn't get a chance to see it tonight live, please check it out on YouTube. Please check it out on Facebook. Please check it out on the podcast without a name. And so, yeah, Talking with OC. I'm your host, OC.